Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing the right medial oblique foot on my boyfriend. Sir, can I please get your name and your date of birth?
My name is Carlos Gomez. My date of birth is 05/17/2001.
Okay. And are you by any chance pregnant?
No, I
Okay.
am not pregnant.
And I'm going to be showing what I have on this picture on the right medial oblique on his foot. So if you could please place your foot flat on the bed for me.
Yes, ma'am.
So as you can see on his foot right here, this is going to be the IP joint, which is the first joint. And then here we have the proximal flanks, which is right under the IP joint. And then on this that we see right here, that is the metatarsal phalange of the first digit of the foot. And then just right underneath it, we have the head of the first IP joint, and then the body, the base, and then the intermediate cuneiform. And then down here, we have the navicular, and then the talus. And then on the left, we have the proximal flanks of the fifth digit of the right foot, and then the fifth metatarsophalangeal joint of the right foot. And then down here, we have the tuberosity of the fifth metatarsal. And as you can see on this little part right here that I'm pointing to, that's the cuboid. And then the cuneiform, which is right here. And then lastly, we have the biggest bone on the foot down here, which is the calcaneus. And then I'm also going to be showing the positioning of the foot for the radiograph. So I'm going to be doing this on the foot. You can hold the phone for me, please, up here, like that. Yeah. Okay. So this right here, this is going to be the marker. This is going to be my marker, which I'm going to be placing on the right foot so that it can be on the x-ray. So we're going to place the foot here. We're going to pretend that up here we have the light of the x-ray machine, and then we're going to be placing it for the AP projection. We're going to be placing the light right in the middle of the third toe of the right foot. So it's going to be right here. We place the marker here upon his toes. Now we have to make sure that the collimation on the machine is long enough so that his toes and his heel are on the picture. Because if it's cut off, either the toes or the heel, you have to retake it again. And you do not want to do that because that means more exposure to the patient. So the marker is right here. We have the foot here. We have the Okay, I forgot the name of the light, but we have the light up here, correct? And then it's going to be down the foot, and that is our AP projection of the foot right here. Okay, so on this position right here, we're going to be doing the foot and the AP axial. So for the AP axial, you're going to have something underneath the toes so that it can be lifted up. At one point, sir, can you lift up your foot for me, please?
Yes.
We're going to use this avocado here. And you want it to be like this because that's the AP axial form. If it was just AP, it would just be down like this. So you put your foot right there. We're going to do the central ray that's coming up from the machine. And it's going to be right here. And I'm going to mark your foot with the pen, okay? So we want it to be here in the middle like that. Be quiet. Then that's our AP projection. Make sure you have the marker somewhere on the picture, and you always want to make sure that you can see the heel and the toes. So we're gonna take the picture. You take it. It's done. We remove the avocado. Place your foot down. And now for the oblique, I'm gonna be asking my patient to please turn his leg towards me. So drop your leg towards me. So like drop your leg towards me like this. No, you leave it like how you have it. So you turn it like this. Okay. Okay. Now that I have the oblique position, which is like this, I ask my patient to drop his leg towards me. That way the foot can be facing as if it was facing me. So we have to make sure that the central ray of the machine is like this, and you always want it to be around here. That's where that's the best way that you can have the picture perfectly. And like I said earlier, you want the toes and the heel to be present on the picture, or else you're gonna have to retake it again. So that is our position right there. We have our marker here, and then we go ahead and we take our oblique picture. Picture was taken, and now we're moving on to our lateral. So if you could please throw your foot that way, away from me, like that. Yes. Now we have the lateral position, which is like this. And I'm gonna move your foot a little bit, sir, like that.
That's fine.
Okay. Now we have our lateral position. Okay, so now we're gonna be doing the lateral projection for the right foot, which is like this. Now I have my patient positioned already. And for the lateral position, whenever the central ray hits the foot, you wanna make sure that it's right here. So it's gonna be right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and mark just a little bit so that you can see where it's supposed to be. It's gonna be right there. Now we put our marker here. And you wanna make sure that the collimation is long enough so that the toes and the heel is in the picture, or else you're gonna have to retake it. You do not want that for your patient. So now I'm gonna step back, take the picture of the foot. Okay, now we're done. Picture has been taken, and the patient has taken, and I've taken the 3 pictures of the patient's foot, which was the lateral, apiaxial, the oblique, and the lateral. Okay, so now I'm going to be talking a little bit more about the right medial oblique using or an actual foot. So, some of the ways that you can if you're confused onto how to find the cuboid or the calcaneus, you should always know that the calcaneus is going to be towards the end, and it's always going to be the biggest bone. So here is going to be this one. So that's always going to be the biggest bone. You should always know that that's the biggest bone. And then also for the 5th metatarsophalangeal, if you're ever confused onto where it's at, you're always going to know that it's going to be at the end of the foot because it's the 5th metatarsal, and the 5th metatarsal is always going to be your pinky, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th. For the cuboid, also, if you're confused at any time on where to find it, it's going to be right here. You should always know that the cuboid is close to the 5th metatarsal, which is towards the end of your foot, which is going to be right here. If you ever need to know like something easier on where to find it, if you're confused as if it's right here, down here, over here, always remember the 5th metatarsal, and that's going to be close in proximity.